users that we are fetching from our server that is hosting an array of JSON objects that represent different users. So let's add the capability of perhaps deleting a user, right? So let's go to our IDE. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add a button here that says button that we're going to say delete. That if we click on it, we're going to say click, and this is going to call delete user. And we're going to pass the user object, the current user object that we're iterating over, right? Which is pretty cool. Notice that this complaint that delete doesn't exist, and we're going to ask it to create it inside of our component. There it is, user. So delete user, we're past a user object, and we can use we can delete it by username. Ideally, we would have the ID, right? Ideally, we would have the ID. Actually, let's go back to a server. Let's go back to our server, and our user array should have IDs, really, right? So this would be ID, and this could be 1, 2, 3, and this ID could be 2, 3, 4, and this ID could be it could be 3, 4, 5. Yes. So now, if we restart the server, you go back to our client, we can now perhaps use the service. We can say this.user service. We're going to call delete user, and we're going to pass the user object. And it's going to come back, presumably, with the surviving users, right? All the users that survived the deletion, right? So we can say this.users with the users that survived. Okay. What are you complaining about? Delete user. Let's see, delete user wasn't taking any arguments. There it is. So how do we implement that? We implemented very, very similar to what we did here for the find all users, right? So we're going to grab that. We're going to copy it and paste it here.